Hey. So narcissists can have this way of thinking that they're teaching you lessons. It's this God complex that is a total inversion of God. They don't know what God is. They don't know who God is. Literally. Because they're always running from God themselves. Who they really are. But they'll think they're teaching you lessons when they're actually just in their drama triangles playing roles. Like victim, villain, hero. But especially when they're playing the villain, they'll think they're teaching you a lesson. Lessons we learn are from life. Life teaches us. God, higher consciousness, teaches lessons. Narcissists can't teach you any lessons because they don't learn their own lessons. What you'll notice is that many things the narcissists say to you are projections, straight up. When they become aware of something inside of themselves, the first fucking thing they do is slap that shit onto you and then give you advice as if you need their advice. They're talking to themselves. They're talking to themselves. They are. Yeah. See a flaw, slap it on your face, and correct you and teach you. They're trying to teach themselves. Narcissists never learn, you know? Never learn. How could they teach you a lesson when they don't ever learn their own lessons? Always running away from lessons. Always running away from lessons. Yeah. Yeah. And they want you to run away from your lessons too. Because if you run away with them, you're stuck with them. They don't have to be alone. But they are alone. They're hiding from their fear of being alone. But they are alone. They choose to be. By slapping themselves onto everyone else and denying that it's them. You know? And so when they do that, there's a spiritual dynamic at play that has to do with karma. They want to give you their karma. Right? Their karmic lessons. When they make choices, the consequences of those actions bring karmic lessons into their reality. I'll list off a few that, well, like there's so many fucking projections that narcissists do. There's like so many. Yeah. When they tell you that you need to learn what they're actually denying that they need to learn, it's like they're trying to keep you trapped in this karmic cycle with them. But they're not for you. Those aren't your lessons. A lot of times. At one point, maybe they are. But if it's not your lessons, you don't need it. You know? And that's one thing about narcissists in their fucking like savior complexes. They think that everyone needs them. Hi, Winston. Are you okay? It's a doggy. They think that everyone needs them. It's like their whole delusion is dependent on them believing that everyone needs them to save them from their lessons. And it's like they need to save themselves from their lessons. And so no, you don't need them. But when you believe that you need them, you stay with them, right? Like literally, like we can spend like hours, days, years, weeks, months just hanging around people who like I want to be really like as accurate as possible when I speak about this. Who like don't have anything to teach you, really. And they're not really your karmic lessons. They're kind of showing you, they're trying to reveal to you who you are. Let me rephrase that. The universe uses karmic people to reveal who you are to you. The karmics are in their karmic lessons. You don't learn the same lessons as the karmics. This is not for everybody, but it's for someone. You don't learn the same lessons as the karmics if you're, well, let's just say this. You don't learn the same lessons as the karmics if you're not in their karmic cycle. But what karmics want is to transfer their karma to you, their consequences, by convincing you that you need the lessons that they need. And then you stay with them, and then while they're convincing you you're some like inferior, lower version than them, and they're so superior, they're sitting there like stealing from you and manipulating you. A really common way narcissists do this is with oversharing, stealing, oversharing. They manipulate people into sharing a lot, either through destabilizing their nervous system or giving very like mixed, masked signals. And then they take that oversharing and they use it for themselves while convincing you that you're less than them. They wish. I got you. But, yeah. They take you to convince you that you're less than them. And then they go and wear you all around. But yeah, narcissists think they're teaching you lessons. And this is one dynamic of control. When the narcissists control others, if we could really simplify it, we could just say they prevent learning. Control prevents learning. When they control people, what was I saying? What the fuck was that? Okay, 1 second. So they really think, okay, Winston. They really think that when they're controlling you, they're teaching you fucking lessons. No, they're not, motherfucker. No, they're not. And it's a sad dynamic. I limit my compassion and empathy for narcissists. But we can look at it from a lens of compassion if we have the same balanced other side. Okay, the dogs are fucking fighting. Okay. Guys, can we calm down while I'm talking? Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I limit my empathy and compassion, but if we look at this, we can still see that they were a victim of the same thing they put you through at one time. They may not be a victim anymore. You know, when someone crosses that line, they're no longer a true victim. They were at one point. And that victimness, that dynamic of being sabotaged in your learning, but then told that you're being taught a lesson. And you never actually learned the lesson because you weren't being taught. You were being controlled. I'll give you some practical examples to understand this. When narcissists force compliance, it often comes from a misunderstanding. They misunderstand and misinterpret someone. And then they try to demand compliance from that person to teach them how to act, how to be. And in that dominance and control, they destabilize that person's nervous system. They make them feel unsafe. They make them feel unseen. And that trauma causes the person to be unable to learn what the narcissist was deceivingly claiming to teach. So basically, they trigger you into being incapable of learning, shame you, and then want you to give them energy for a really long time. Keep thinking that you're the problem because you're not learning, when they're actually not teaching. They're dominating and controlling. They have no authority. They never did. Like we said, they steal from you. They manipulate you into oversharing. They steal from you. And then they convince you that they have authority that you need to learn from. But it was always you. When the narcissist tries to teach you lessons, they're the ones defying authority. When they call others defiant of authority, they're the ones defying authority, refusing to learn their lessons. Can't make this shit up. They're the ones defying authority, while they try and convince you that they're the authority over your life and that you're defiant or non-compliant or difficult. What? So stay tuned for my projection series, though. If you're new here, welcome. But I have an ongoing series where I'm going to decode all the projections for you. So every time a narcissist is projecting, you can just come and get some dose of reality and truth, you know? We need more of that in the world, don't we? Yeah, for sure. All right. Love you.